truthfully, I never thought I'd say this, but I might actually prefer the stealth section at the start of the game.
Yeah. Come and check this out. There's a fire
Let me
escape.
guess. She needs a boost. I never would have expected that I would react more strongly and more positively, I guess, to the stealth sections, because at least there it feels like, I think I mentioned last time,
Give me a boost up.
there was a bit more, there's a bit more method to the madness as far as how I would get through, like, trying to decide, alright, what's the most optimal order to do this in? I mean, ignoring the tranquilizer dart that just disappeared into thin air after a certain amount of travel time for some inexplicable reason.
All right. Looks clear so far.
Is there another
Of course,
way
I say that,
Not from here.
but then it's like, you know how frustrating it is? Oh, wait. Am I... You want me to grab... Usually the signs are the thing they want you to grab. Whoa. Perhaps, I'm guessing... Can I... Yeah,
Very resourceful.
that's what I thought. I say this stuff about the stealth, but then I remember how in, last episode we had wildly inconsistent results for the stealth-based things. Like, there's no reason why me swinging my arm behind a guy would alert him to my presence. But then later, when I jumped into the bed of the truck, right in clear frontal view of the guy, and he just didn't care.
Oh, crap.
What? Oh, he's wearing armor, is he? Okay, well, at least it didn't go down. He still went down easier than the damn shield guy.
Well, that was unpleasant.
You must have hit a generator. Give me a hand. Just a little more.
Nate, move!
It's no good. I'm gonna have to fix the power to get you out. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I wish I'd brought something to read.
Looks like the circuit breaker's on the top floor. Just sit tight, I'll take care of it. Great. Power's out and the girl's trapped. I swear to God, if there's a zombie around the next corner.
Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. Well, these jumps are working perfectly fine. Guess we're done with the pole swinging. Yeah, so I guess the whole thing I mentioned about not feeling a bit more free in my movements didn't last too long. I am no longer feeling that sense of freedom in navigating these sections. And, you know, ugh. See, but like, that only works because the game had to arbitrarily force him to turn around. Like, he was nearby, but the game's like, oh, you're facing me? Well, now I'm gonna make him turn around just so that the stealth kill thing can work. It's very transparent how the mechanics of this game are working right now. And yeah, I fully admit to just not really... This game clearly isn't vibing with me. Just really on any level. Oh, that was all for a treasure? Oh, I thought... Okay. Hi. Camera doing camera things. Like, maybe if I was really into the game, I'd find the slow motion stuff, the slow motion quick time events where you have to dodge the grapples. Maybe I'd find that really, really cool. And if I was really into the game, maybe I'd find the parkour really cool, jumping from one building to the next, one pole to the next. The ground drops out from underneath you, and it's like, whoa, that's so sick. But when you aren't... I realized this recently when my friends and I were watching a movie. And within the first 2 minutes, or like 5 minutes or something, because we were watching it, I think it was on Tubi, which means that we were watching it with an absurd amount of ads. So it had to stop an obscene amount of times while we waited for the ad to complete. But it did give us an opportunity to kind of talk about our thoughts on the movie contemporaneously as we were going through, rather than waiting until the ending to talk about it. And watching the movie that way kind of made me realize that within just the... It was, in case you're wondering, the movie was Moonlight. We watched Moonlight for the first time. And just watching the movie like that made me realize, like, that after even just the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh, I'm, like, into this. I'm, like, really into this. And it kind of made me realize how special it is to find a movie or a game that within the first... Within the first 5 minutes or first level or whatever, or first chapter or whatever insert whatever time requirement, whatever introductory time limit for the medium in question, you are already feeling like the game is, or the game or the movie or whatever is vibing with you. Like, you're speaking the same language, it's speaking to something about you, whether it's speaking to your mind or your heart, something about it is connecting with you, and that it gets you on board and gets you into the world in question. And that isn't really happening with this game. Like, the first game initially did, kind of, when we had the temple exploration, was like, hey, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's not to the same extent where I'm like, I am in this. Like this happened with Ace Attorney. When I played the first Ace Attorney game, and I finished the first case, I was like, this is exactly the kind of game that I wanted, the game I always wanted but never knew I needed. Kind of thing. Or no, it's the other way around. It's the game I always needed but never knew I wanted. It would be the way to phrase that. And so, but you know, with the first Uncharted game, it was kind of like, okay, I can see myself getting into this, but I just had it on good faith that because what I mentioned last time, or in the last series, I mean, that Uncharted's actual opening was the gunplay, like the action scene on the boat, which is like, and if that's the way you're choosing to open, that really doesn't bode well for the kind of game you're trying to present to me. And yeah, it turned out there was a reason for that, because that was indeed the game they were trying to present me. And
hey, check it out. Marco.
Really?
Come on. Fish out of water.
You are so unprofessional.
wasn't really a fan of it. Where am I going? Go this way? Ah, I see. Anyway, yeah, I had it on good faith that even though the opening of the game was indicative of a type of game I wasn't really interested in playing, I hoped that it was just really poorly, it was just misleading. But, nope. So,
Well, here we are.
I guess
Find the right temple.
I'll wait until after this
Well, that may
cutscene.
be easier said than done.
No, tell me about it. Maybe we can... Oh, bingo. There it is.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
The one in the middle of all the gunfire and explosions.
Lucky us.
Nate, that's right where Lazarevich is camped. I was hoping we'd be headed in the opposite direction.
Well, desperate times, right?
Drake has been spotted in Sector 18.
Oh, crap. Any chance this is Sector 19?
Sweep the city, find him, and take him out.
Son of a bitch. Alright, time to go.
Come on, Nate, let's get moving.
Use your gun to do that?
Damn
that-
it. How the hell do we get across?
That's a face, or that, well, that was a face, alright. Wait, I guess the point of that whole tangent I just went on is that this game isn't speaking to me. I thought it would. I thought this would be a slam dunk, truthfully. I thought that there was virtually no chance that I wasn't going to like this game, or this game series.
Oh God, be careful.
Because everyone just told me it's like, well, I mean, my understanding of it was, you know, Indiana Jones is afraid of it. So my whole understanding of it was that it was just an Indiana Jones-esque adventure. And there's no reason why I wouldn't love an Indiana Jones-esque adventure. But nothing about what this game is, what this game purports to be, and what the story is trying to be, definitely purports Indiana Jones. But all of this, it's like, because it's funny. In Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, one of the developers, gunplay in that game is terrible, like truly horrible, and by which I mean like enemies absorb a supreme amount of shots when there's no reason for them to be tanking that many hits. On top of that, when you pick up a gun, you can't reload. Like, even if you find more ammo for the same type of gun, you can't refill it. You have to pick up a brand new weapon, and all of it is just, it's everything about the game. It seems like it's actively trying to get you to use guns as little as possible. And one of the developers talked about how that was very much by design, because, you know, Indiana Jones isn't the type of person to use guns. And me, an Indiana Jones fan, reads that and says, Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Because, you know, it's a supremely stupid thing to say if you know anything about Indiana. Like, apart from the boulder sequence, which is, of course, probably the first thing most people will think of, like, after the fedora and the whip, as far as major sequences of Indiana Jones, I'm pretty sure the thing most people will immediately think of is the boulder, and then after that, probably gonna be the scene in Cairo where the guy pulls out the sword, ready for the fight of the century, and then Indy just immediately shoots him. Like, that's one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. Especially when you understand the story of how it came to be, and you find out that it was entirely accidental, and in no way was that the plan. It just worked out that he was so sick of...
This isn't good.
He was so sick of shooting because everyone had terrible food poisoning. He was like, man, can I just shoot him and get it over with? So yeah, it's like Indiana Jones not using guns, or not being the type of person who would use a gun, fucking ridiculous. Absolutely insane. He's... What? Sure. So, hearing the developer say that is like, oh, that's... What are you talking about? Like, and there's plenty of shootout sequences in, the only way you could conclude that is Indiana Jones, is if the only movie in the series that you watched was Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, because unless I'm misremembering, I'm pretty sure Indy never uses his gun even once in that entire movie. And then he technically uses it in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But the only reason why I, like, think to mention that is because he never used it in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And it's like it's not a very significant scene when he does it in Dial of Destiny, is my point. And I wouldn't have even thought to mention it if it weren't for Crystal Skull having him never use the gun even once.
We were almost in that.
I guess I died because the building was crumbling, so it just, like, decided, you are dead now. But didn't show me getting, you know, crushed to death. Anyway, yeah, so,
This hotel in the down season, huh?
Come on.
and it's like, you know, it has the opposite, that game has the opposite problem, where it's so terrified to let you ever use guns that it makes gunplay as as obnoxious as possible. Whereas this is just like making you use guns every other second, every 2 seconds, because and as if on cue. Here's another shootout section. And I guess one of them has a rocket launcher. Sure. So anyway, where I was going with that... Actually, before anything, where's... Okay, I guess we found... So I looked at him and he just immediately shot me, and 2 seconds later I was dead. That's really cool. I really appreciate that. God fucking damn it. Can I breathe? Are we good now? I think we're good now. So, where I was going with all that is...
Bridge. Sweet.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like this game is what the people who made Indiana Jones and the Great Circle think... think Indiana Jones fans who wanted better gunplay think Indiana Jones is. Like, oh, you think Indiana Jones just walks into a room and starts gunning down literally everybody with no remorse and no second thought whatsoever? Shoot first, ask questions later. Like, this feels like this is the straw man that it feels like they're arguing against. It's like, oh, what, you think Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones doesn't use guns. He doesn't just walk into a room and start mowing people down. It's like, yeah, he wouldn't walk into a room and start mowing people down or anything. But if the situation calls for it, he would absolutely use guns. He has in several key sequences, and he wouldn't just arbitrarily not. It's not like Batman's no-kill rule or some shit like that. But this does feel like what they think we're advocating for. Like, you just want Indiana Jones to go into a room and start immediately shooting everyone in sight, which is what this game is, essentially. That's like the core gameplay. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not I guess I can't activate the bridge. Can I shoot this down?
That's what I'm talking about.
Did that just glitch out of the way of my... I think it might have just glitched out of the way of my rocket. Of course, more guys showed up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just... All that is basically just a long-winded way of me saying I'm tired of this.
That's what I'm talking about.
It did it again. It fucking glitched. It's... Look at... Why is the helicopter glitching from side to side? Look at that. It's stuttering. It did it fucking again. God fucking... Oh my god.
Down she goes! Ah!
Okay, lower the bridge.
Pretty sure I could have done this the whole time and not died, but of course, the game didn't let us. That's alright. That's alright. Yeah, I think I've made myself clear at this point for, why, in my efforts to explain why this is not resonating with me. And why I'm kind of numb to most of it. But, we are currently in the hunt, or en route to a temple, I believe.
That wire.
I admit to not being super invested in the story right now, but I think there's a chance we might get to explore a temple in today's episode.
No crap!
Oh!
Okay, you are fucking dead. You are so unbelievably dead. Holy fuck. You are extraordinarily dead.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. Something else about the Indiana Jones movies is that the stunts were, at least the original 3, even if the stunts weren't done by Harrison Ford himself, they were done by somebody. And so, like, if you were to try to make the claim of that Indy should be dead when he's being dragged underneath the truck or something like that, it doesn't really work out because, you know, someone actually did that. I believe it was both Vic Armstrong and Harrison Ford worked together for that scene. The shots where he's behind the truck and you can see his face are Harrison Ford, and then the shots where he is underneath the truck are Vic Armstrong, because that was deemed too dangerous for Harrison to do. But still, a human being was doing that. So if you say that he should be dead, it's like, well, no, because they didn't. Or they weren't. They did not die. They lived to make the movie. But that shit...
Whoa, hey, don't shoot.
Hey!
Really?
What the hell are you doing here? Jeff, don't!
Wait, you know
Of
this
all
guy?
places in the world, at all times.
This is Drake.
Oh. Sorry.
So, what's your angle on all this misery? You gonna plunder a few temples, loot the museum?
It's nice to see you two. Suppose you're here for some noble crusade, right?
Actually, we're trailing a fugitive war criminal. Zoran Lazarevic, have you heard of him?
Isn't that NATO's job?
Well, they think that he's dead. Killed in some bombing raid.
Oh, and you're here to prove otherwise.
You know what? This guy's a real monster, Nate. We're talking torture, mutilation, mass executions. See, now he's plotting something new. But why out here? Why tear apart the city, you know? It just doesn't make any sense. Oh.
What?
No. Tell me you don't have anything to do with this.
That's ridiculous.
There you are, Nate. I think I lost them.
Oh, whoa, it's all right, Chloe. They're journalists.
We need to keep moving if we want to stay one step ahead of Lazarevic, so...
Oh, man, Nate.
Hey, wait. Now, don't jump to conclusions, Elena.
I'm sorry, am I sensing some history here?
Oh, Elena Fisher. Last year's model.
That's cute.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Glad you find this so funny.
Well, it's just I never figured you for the white bread picket fence type.
Hey, she's a lot tougher than she looks, thank you.
Oh,
Oh, what?
she broke your heart.
Oh, please.
She did,
Hey, you know
didn't
what?
she?
Maybe I broke hers.
Oh, yes, Casanova. We need to get moving.
Wait. They're coming with us.
Can't be serious.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I can't just ditch them in the middle of this mess.
They're only going to slow us down, and if we get
Chloe.
caught, if Lazarevic catches you and me together...
I'm not leaving them
You
behind.
don't always have to play the bloody hero, you know? Nate! Just dance with the one who brought you, all right?
Yeah, I get it. But they're still coming with us.
Well, we don't need saving, Nate.
Thank you.
You might want to rethink that.
Shit. Run!
Look out!
Oh, what's next?
More combat. When in doubt, the answer is always more combat.
Doing this?
Don't ask for this trouble.
I think the other thing that might be upsetting me about this game is that on paper, this should be, like, this, again, I would love to just like, every time a cutscene comes, or at least I feel this way now, because it's been a bit since I've recorded episode 2, so, you know, I'm not as burned out by the combat as I was last episode, where I was dealing with a million quadrillion riot shields back to back to back.
Thanks.
But, like, the cutscenes are great, characters are great, dialogue's great, it's all great stuff. So very heavily inspired by Indiana Jones, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing they've taken the DNA of the movies and turned it into something really cool. but it's bogged down so much
Current's too strong. We'll never make
by
it.
the goddamn combat. I hate it. And, like, Sony making their, or Naughty Dog making their own version of Indiana Jones, or their take on it, their sort of, like, a spiritual successor to it, is really cool. I'm really, like, you know, the next generation, I guess, having, Indiana Jones, because they really weren't making Indiana Jones games for a while. Great Circle was such a triumph because it had been so long since the last Indiana Jones game. Because it's not an IP that anyone's really interested in keeping alive. Just because they weren't... The fuck happened to your... The pathing is so weird in this game. They aren't really interested in keeping it alive because, you know, they had the original trilogy, they tried to come back for the 4th movie, and that was an epic failure. So that they left it alone for a long time. And then they tried again for the 5th movie, and it was still an epic failure. And what are we... Can I shoot these?
Nice.
Good thinking.
Well, that'll get us halfway there.
There's a bladder here. Can we... Oh, we can boost. So, you know, because unlike Star Wars, which Disney was just trying to milk to the absolute bone with everything they've been shitting out over the last decade. Whoa! I prefer the position Indiana Jones is in because, you know, sure, they have 2 really bad movies, but that's not... They still have the original trilogy, which is great, and then really not much else in the movie department. Whereas Star Wars is just completely inundated and oversaturated with so much pure, unmitigated garbage. How do I throw these again? Maybe I was supposed to aim a bit better with that. Let's try this again. Can I... Nope. There. Oh. I guess that worked. And that sure is some jumping. Those are some animations. I just like to sit here and watch the show, honestly. But yeah, so because that was the state of Indiana Jones, it's not like they were rushing to make Indiana Jones games the same way they were for Star Wars, which had, like, God, I don't even... What, Jedi Fallen Order, the Battlefront games, Outlaws was a recent one, probably a million other ones I'm forgetting right now. So, you know, we didn't really have Indiana Jones games for a while, which opened the door for a series like Uncharted to step into the spotlight and kind of create games, because a lot of people, I imagine, would look at games like Staff of Kings and holy fuck! I imagine a lot of people would look at games like Staff of Kings and think that they're highly outdated and you are glitching all over the place because this game is really well polished, remastered by the way. So, you know, having modern Indiana Jones take the form of Uncharted is something I'm receptive to in theory. But, like, if this is what people... If people's immediate reaction to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle's announcement was, oh, they're afraid they're gonna be like, they're gonna be compared to Uncharted, is like, oh, you think this is Indiana Jones? Like, you think this is what the games were like? This is what you think the Oh. I feel sorry for you if that's what you think, if you think so little of Indiana Jones. Like, I would love for there to be a modern version of Indiana Jones in the form of video games. But, like, this ain't it, Chief. The DNA is there, clearly, in the story, but everything else about it is so not there. Oh, that... Please tell me there's another one over there. There is not. Cool. Well, I guess we'll die then, because it just landed in the fucking truck. Give me this. Throw it. Please tell me that killed him. It had to have killed him. I think it killed him. Come on. Get to the turret. Get to the turret. Hey, friends. I guess none of you bozos thought to jump on the turret. And it's a good fucking thing I got in the turret when I did, because holy shit, they did the thing from the first game where they spawn behind you again.
Okay, we're all clear.
Is it always like this with him?
Pretty much.
Floating gun. Floating gun. Does whatever a floating gun does. Yeah, I don't know, I just... I wish this game was something it wasn't. And, you know, you are welcome to filter everything I say through the lens of this game is just not appealing to my sensibilities, and I fully admit that it's not, and that is a huge reason why I'm not receptive to it. And if I were more into this gameplay style, maybe I'd be feeling a little bit differently about it, but, you know, that was a pull right there. But I'm not. I'm not and isn't. And I would much rather this game revolve more around the exploration, but I feel like I've said my piece about that a million times by now.
See anything up there?
It's just like,
Come on, this way.
we're still in this town, or this city or whatever.
Resistance fighters.
We're still here, still killing a bunch of people. And yeah, I don't know. It all blends together after a while. You just wish for something to break up the pacing, and I guess technically the parkour breaks up the pacing, but that's so scripted and on rails and also so short-lived that it kind of doesn't even feel like it's breaking up the pace.
All right.
But again, we're en route to a
Should
temple.
be safe in here.
I think, yeah, look, that's it right there, right? That's the temple. There's no way you can possibly get out of this one. No way you can possibly ruin this with more gunplay. You've got to let me have this one.
How about that, huh?
You brought us right to the doorstep.
So I'm guessing it's not a coincidence that we ended up here?
No, not exactly.
God, you're an ass. Okay, just what is it you're after anyway?
See that symbol up there? It's called the Chintamani stone.
Nate?
It's a massive raw sapphire. It's worth millions.
So let me get this straight. You're competing with a psychopathic war criminal for a mythological gemstone?
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty stupid.
Yeah, thanks for the input, Jeff.
And it's supposedly in this temple.
Well, no. Stone itself isn't here.
Hey, look at that.
No?
No, it's in Shambhala.
Shambhala?
Nate,
Yeah, you know, Shangri-La.
can I have a word with you, darling? On second thought, perhaps we should continue this conversation inside.
Good idea. Come on. All right, we should be safe in here for now.
This just doesn't add up, Nate. Lazarevich can't be after the money. He doesn't need it. You're missing something.
Come on, we haven't got all day. You two stay here.
All right, promise me you'll stay put. We'll be right back.
Famous last words.
By the way, it wouldn't surprise me if
Well, that's more like it.
she ends up being revealed in the end to have betrayed us again. Because that's another Indiana Jones thing is, you know, well, specifically Crystal Skull when Mac does the, what are you, a triple agent? No, just lied about being a double.
There must be a hidden entrance here somewhere. Wait, I've seen this guy before.
Oh yes, yes, the journal, yes!
Something to do with the arms.
Oh, at last, I can live, I can breathe, yes! Oh, I think, honestly, I think we should just sit here for a while and chill. I think we should just admire the fact that we are able to open Drake's journal, and we're gonna be able to do a thing. Okay, so I guess we have to make the statue look like this. So the bottom two arms are extended out to the side like he's A-posing. The top left, or his top right looks like he's wiping his nose, and the left one looks like he's holding up a statue into the sky. Well, you have to flip pages? Okay. So the two, so it's just the top, his top right, I think.
Gotta get up there. But how?
I guess we need to, climb you, and then there's a pole there.
Hang on, I'm gonna get a closer look at this thing.
Sure. I'll just wait down here.
Yeah. Can I physically move them?
You sure that's right?
No, that's not. I just wanted to see if I can move it. That's not.
You go.
That doesn't
How'd
need to
that
be
look?
moved.
Well, how am I supposed to know? You've got the damn book.
Oh. Hey. I need to get to the other side. Can I just climb all the way around the room like this?
I'm exhausted just looking at you.
I can do this. This is what I need to do. Yeah, because it was rotated incorrectly.
Work.
It was like the arms in the right position, but it needed to look more like a dumbbell, not like he's holding a, I don't know, a shake weight or something. And the one over there is totally wrong. Is there another way I can get up there? It's probably, I could, let me try to see. Oh, that was a gutsy jump. Let me see if I can just climb around the room like this without me needing to drop it all. Let me see if I can just climb around. Nope. No. Oh, do you want me to go up? Am I not allowed to make this jump? I guess I'm not allowed to go any further than that. Oh. Or I am? Okay, let me...
Okay.
Oh, I can just go here. Hip. 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 I said hip.
Nice one.
Thank you.
That looks a little too risky for my comfort. I was... Oh, whoa! Or... Okay. That's fine.
God, you're lucky.
Alright, this is the wrong one. But that's still not correct. We need to move it a little further than that. Oh wait, is this the lower or the higher one? No, wait, sorry, we need to go up there. That's the, can I... Aha, right here. The higher one is the one that actually needs to be changed. If I can reach it. Which... Don't actually... Can I... Oh, wait. What if I... What? Camera, please. Ugh. Come on, work with me here. And then from here...
Alright, hey, come on, admit it. You're impressed.
I am. I'll throw you a banana.
And then land here. There!
You alright?
That's what I was trying to do. I mean, not exactly like that, but that was the intended result.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Chloe, this isn't just a dagger. It's a key.
Well, let's find out what it opens. I can't believe you just got in.
Come on in, the water's fine.
No way, you just want to see my t-shirt wet.
Can I please fucking... Am I just arbitrarily not allowed to get out there? Okay, sure. That's the limitation of Nathan Drake's agility, I guess.
Pretty creepy, but... Say There. That do anything?
The water's going down. And... I found the door it opened. We've done it.
Well, technically I did it. Be right there.
I will preface this by saying
What do
this
you
is
think?
still leaps and bounds better than everything
first.
we've done for the entire rest of the previous 2 episodes. But
God, I'm not claustrophobic.
I still believe that the temple exploration portions of these games are very lackluster. Like, I was willing to give a pass to the first temple of the first game for just being, you know,
You know, it's
the first temple of the
kinda
first
romantic
game.
down here.
But I'm kind of starting to realize that every solution to the puzzles, at least so far,
You never were a chocolate
has
flower
just
kinda girl.
basically been like, there's really no thinking required. It's just like look at the journal to see what needs to be done. The solution is waiting for you in the journal every time.
Alright, I'm coming.
Like we had to rotate the symbols to look like this, rotate the statues to look like this,
Yeah, maybe I underestimated.
rotate the arms of a statue to look like this,
What do you make of this?
or push these buttons in this, like things like that. Whereas Indiana Jones and the Great Circle has puzzles which like require you to actually think.
It's opening up down here.
Okay.
And of course you may say that the challenge comes from, well, how are you gonna get to it? How can you make your way to them? And like, sure, but that's not interesting to me. Finding a parkour path through is not interesting. The actual cerebral portion of puzzle solving is the things that are interesting to me. And, yeah, this doesn't seem to really have it. Can I... The limitations of Nate's climbing skills will never not confuse the hell out of me. This feels like a trap. Yep. That's what I thought.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Come on, could be worse, right?
And this is literally a scene from Indiana Jones. Okay, where's the wheel? Where's the wheel?
Yeah, this is really
There it is. Anything I can throw? Like,
Okay, what now? Think.
hold on. No, that was doing something. There. Excuse me.
Oh god, do something!
Clearly, okay, we want to try a grenade, I guess?
What's that noise? Something's spinning.
Does anything destroy these things? No?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Sorry, life is still flashing before me.
Okay. Sure. So I knew, once again, I knew what I had to do, but it's the game's mechanics that are standing in my way. And also that is literally ripped one-to-one from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Except that here we destroyed it, but obviously destroying it wasn't an option in the movie. They had to get a little more creative than that. Anyway. Ooh.
This must be the place.
This would be another thing taken from Indiana Jones.
That thing looks familiar.
Yeah, it looks like the Purba dagger.
Uh-huh.
These lights must activate it somehow.
Maybe I'm about to eat my words, because the journal prompt hasn't popped up yet, so maybe this will be one I have to figure out for myself. Or maybe Nathan will say his stupid fucking God of War Ragnarok line. They did that in the first game too, and it pissed me the fuck off.
Let's see.
I think that worked.
One down, 2 to go.
What do you think? We're gonna have to climb that thing?
I reckon I'm gonna have to climb that thing.
Well, thanks. think Vecna might be here somewhere. See, I was going to shoot her for being so obnoxious and being like, "Oh, do you reckon you have to climb that thing? What do you think, Because that's the same shit they pull. It's like the whole complete lack of faith in your ability to do anything or figure anything out, just screaming the answer at you as soon as... No, they didn't give me zero time. Just as soon as it came down, it's like, oh, I guess you have to climb it. I was going to do a funny and shoot, but then I discovered she's walking on air. Remastered, by the way. This game is funny. This is a very funny game. Anyway, more climbing.
Get up here and see if we can get a better look.
Okay, be careful up there.
I also really don't like the way this game's camera tries to keep up with, like, why... I don't know. Definitely doesn't feel like it's keeping me in the center. Feels like I'm on an awkward angle a lot of the time.
Hey, whatever you do, don't fall.
This seemed like such a good idea down there.
Where are we trying to go? We're trying to grab onto the eye? Okay. Alright. Guess I'll follow the only way I can possibly go. Those ledges.
There's more reflectors up here. Chloe!
Yeah,
Adjust the other reflector.
I'm on it.
Nice work.
Okay, now what?
Hold on.
I think the dialogue there played before it was supposed to, or after, later than it was supposed to, because she had already reflected it by the time... Oh well. Guessing through the hole. And what did that affect over here?
That did it.
Yep, another one down. It looks like that blade opened up a new path.
Must you speak? Well, I will say, technically, this is kind of what I was asking for, in that, you know,
One more blade to go.
haven't needed the journal yet. It feels like kind of making my own way through things, but at the same time, kind of also feels like there's only one way through. So I don't really feel like I'm being... I guess my point is I have yet to feel like any of these puzzles have tested me. But I don't want to sound too ungrateful because, again, I still way prefer this to what we've been doing.
Now how am I gonna get that eye open?
Well, being able to move a little bit would be nice. I guess I'm dropping? No? Can I fucking move in any direction, please? What, you want me to shoot something? Or I guess I have access to my guns. Hey. Alright. We made it up here.
We just need to adjust that other reflector.
On my way.
Good, that's it.
That's just what I mean. There's only one... There's a similar puzzle to this in Great Circle, but there's actually, like, the player has options. It seems at first as if there was more than one way to solve things, which, you know, means that there are false outcomes. There are red herrings. There are ways you can go down that will not yield positive results. So it is a challenge trying to figure out what you're supposed to do. But here, there's only one spot. Like, technically you can shine them anywhere, but not really. There's a bunch of, even though you could move the light in any direction you want, there's only really one place that it could possibly go that would do anything.
Coming down.
Well, you know what? Sure, let's just drop.
Oh God, Nate!
No fun allowed. Swinging head first into the wall of the building, walks it off scot-free, no injuries whatsoever. But falling a tiny little height, dead immediately.
So, the secret of Shambhala is down this guy's throat?
I guess so.
That's amazing.
Chloe, I know where that is. That's right here. You see the shape of that peak there?
Uh-huh.
Here it is. Which means... let me use your back. Which means... the entrance to Shambhala must be right here.
So, we did it.
We did it. Yes. We did it.
Oh, crap. That kills the mood. There's only one way out of here. You ready?
Let's go.
And just like that, because of course the victory has to be shortly. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna end it right there. I'm not in the mood to deal with any more combat today. But I should have expected. It's like, I imagine, I'm just imagining it's like, you know what? I'll reference Indiana Jones again. Why not? It's like Short Round in Temple of Doom when he's trying to go beat up the thuggies that are trying to kill Indy, and Willie's holding him back. He's like, I gotta save him. I gotta save Indy. And Willie's just desperately holding him back because she doesn't want him to get hurt. But then eventually she relents and she's like, okay, save him. And he just, without hesitation, leaps into action and kicks ass. Because that's what Short Round does. And I feel like it's the same thing here. It's like, are they done? Are they out? Are they out of the temple yet? It's like, hold on, hold your horses. And he's going into combat withdrawal. The guy behind the scenes making the game is going into showdown withdrawal, shootout withdrawal. And the instant we're out of the temple, we're not even out of the temple yet. The instant we're done with the puzzle solving part of the temple, it's like, okay, go. It's like Benny building a spaceship in the Lego movie. Just instantly, it's like, yes, finally, back to the stuff that people actually care about, not the slow, boring puzzle stuff. Things were looking dicey there for a minute. We almost had an interesting section of the game. Maybe that's a little harsh. I don't know. I'm just annoyed. I'm perpetually annoyed by the directions this game is going in. And clearly it appeals to a lot of people. A lot of people love Uncharted. A lot of people really love, I guess, the balance between the action set pieces and the slower puzzle solving. But I don't know. I still find it to be way too heavily skewed in favor of the shootouts. But I will at least say that this temple was better than any of the temples in the first game, even though I still have my issues with how they're designed. I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. And I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Uncharted 2 Among Thieves Remastered. Goodbye.